Let's talk about the scriptures that overkill my point some more. John 14, 15 through 21, John 15, 12 through 13, Matthew 22, 36 through 40, Proverbs, and I'm going to go, I'm going to put them at the end of this video. Okay. So first, let's talk about humility, race, and inheritance. True humility is obeying the spirit of righteousness. The opposition view puts their flesh first, their family. It's really their self and their family because it's convenient. They only have some kind of thieves attachment. How can a thieves attachment of the worst criminals who are in secret societies, sex cults, mass drugging, mass raping, all this, they don't have love. Anyone who rolls with them doesn't have love. It's very obvious. True humility is obeying the spirit. It's not saying, hey, you know what? Even though I'm the top martial artist, I'm going to keep it to myself, even though I need to be a light and a point of reference. No, I need to obey God. What is the right thing to do? It is to express that I'm the best and say, look, you need to listen to me. You need to obey me. Because if you don't, you're not moving in the spirit of righteousness. If I don't say that, I haven't humbled myself before the Lord. Instead, I'm trying to find my way in this world so I can take on some reinvented role and leverage that to, act cocky, basically, right? That's a lack of humility. Right? Regardless of how I leverage that, it's arrogance, that's selfishness. Okay. And you should understand exactly what I mean right now. All right. So, also, I don't believe that race exists as such. People have been trading sex slaves for way too long. The Muslim empires, the West, the slave trade, okay, all these mixed African Americans, all these mixed races. Where do we get Hispanic people? They're mixed people, natives, Spanish, and so on and so forth, okay? People are mixed all over the world. Different shades of black skin in Africa. Why? Okay? People are mixed. Ethiopians, Eritreans, okay? Part Semitic, part black, on and on and on and on. Race as a concept is not valid. What is there is cultivated cycles, nations, and people who have taken on the identity of a race. And it's also, when you look at it, right, someone like me, I'm tall, I have sort of European-like features in a sense, really not, they're really African features, but they're associated with Europeans because they've stolen a lot of the more attractive Africans and integrated them into their system through Greece, through America, you name it. Okay. All right, so that's me on race. So I can't be racist because I don't believe in race, okay? When people take shots at me based on these ideas they have invented, I might lose my cool and say, well, you as a group of people that you label as this group of people, you all take on this identity, you're not so impressive because you've taken on the identity of a group of people that doesn't put God first. You've defined yourself as this group. And from there, certainly, you then define yourself as something else, and subgroup and subgroup and subgroup. And this all they all have the foundation. The foundation is the alpha shun, A shun. That's what you find. Okay, they don't accept even the black people themselves, right? Quote unquote, right? This idea of black people, right? Africa's the most diverse place. Okay, they don't accept the true alpha order. They accept a Western order, right? Who are the people in the news? Who are the people who are the rich? Who are the celebrities? These are guys who are groomed by Jews and whites. Michael J. White, an Asian system. They let other races identify them, and from their training, from their ancestors, from their cultivation, they then take on that identity. And of course, other races, they're really cultivative cycles and nations and quote-unquote ethnic groups that have taken on identities. But when they take on the identity, they've also taken genes from other races. You better believe that. African genes were the most sought-after genes all throughout history. They said, we're going to mix these guys in there so then we can, in terms of natural prowess, intelligence, physical prowess. So then we can say, look how smart we are. And if you really study these groups of people, it is fucking obvious. It is apparent, okay? Who looks like who and why? Who has tits and ass and blah, 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 and go on and on. These are martial art features that come from Africa, okay? So now let's I don't even want to go that long. Okay? I'm not racist, okay? I don't give a fuck about race. When I said it's sealed after I'm gone, I'm not saying black people magically get a pass. No, it's sealed. All these groups of people who have identified themselves in this foundation, well, it's sealed because of how you've identified yourself. Not only do I not believe in it, not only do I not go by it, I find it repulsive. You've identified yourself in a way that doesn't allow you to connect to God and to serve the Alpha Order. You're thieves. You've identified yourself as a group of thieves. in the Western scientific eugenic manner on top of that, and you've accepted the mark of the beast, the mark of the beast, the boundaries of the beast. Mercury, Aditya, boundaries. You said, this is who you are, this is what is normative to believe, and you're rolling with it. Okay? I find it disgusting. I find it horrible that I can go to a white female that looks like it could be my white sister, and she'll reject me because of her white social norms. That's how she's identified herself. She's probably a descendant of an Igbo, and her genes are expressing themselves as such, and that's what she's proud of. Look at my ass. Oh, I'm jealous of your ass. That's an Igbo ass. It's an African ass that you're so proud of. And then you'll turn around and say, I'm not going to date you because I'm not attracted to black guys. Just stupid shit. Just dumb fucks. Just stupid fucks. Speaking of that, when I talk about, I'm going to put it in the greatest commandment. Jesus demands that you carry your cross and you prepare for your entire life for a noble death. When you die, you look back at it and say, I didn't fucking accept the boundaries and the identification of the beast. Okay, I didn't suck a fucking early identification, prevention, and intervention dick with the beast. Okay? Write it down if you don't know what I mean by that. And I'm going to continue. John 14, 15 through 21. Listen carefully. This is the true interpretation. The Bible expands and explores the ideas that Egypt put forth. This morality. You know, that's why there's so many parallels, because they're building on that, right? Jesus hid in Egypt, as the story goes, from Herod and so on and so forth, right? The word Egypt is in the Bible more than the word Israel and so on and so forth. Israel, Israel, and so we can go on and on. All right, John 14, 15, 21. If you love me, keep my commands. The greatest commandment of all is to love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy soul, all thy mind, all thy body. Something to this effect what it said. I'll put it in the end. You know, it's straightforward. To love God. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. Who cares how it's worded? Okay? That's the greatest commandment. And then it says if you really love somebody, you're willing to, you lay down your life for them. And of course, that's what Jesus said. He said, carry your cross. Right there in Acts. Stephen martyrs himself. In popular culture, Peter is crucified upside down. The Christians are persecuted. This is not, re-identify yourself. No, that is the magic cards corporate bitch that says that's stupid, Ashley. This should be killed for. It's really stupid. There's no sense, no rhyme, no reason. They put themselves above the martyrs and say, they took these are the type of bitches that would tell Jesus himself that he took the easy way out. And try to interpret his words for him because they're stupid, cowardly, immature, pussy fucking cowards. Okay? And that's what they're doing right now. They're telling Jesus that he's wrong and that they're right. While they fucking drug, rape, and abuse people in secret societies and plug little kids in the ass in churches. Just utter garbage. If Jesus chased out the moneylenders, how much more you pussies that allow pedophiles in your church? You would have gotten beat down like nobody's business. What was this scripture that says, but the one who does not know and does things deserving punishment will be beaten with few blows. How much should you pussies be beat in 2019? Beat again and again and again. And that's what, Luke 23, this is Luke 12, 48. Okay, and this is New Testament. Jesus said these guys should be beat the fuck down, and that's fair play. Skywalking, right? The higher path. Okay? Anyway, let's start over. If you love me, keep my commands, and I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate. Stop. He will give you another advocate. The flesh means nothing. His argument is spirit and soul. He said, I'm going to come back to you in the flesh of someone else. Someone worthy. Someone from a worthy bloodline, because no bad tree can bear good fruit. Not a colonialist bitch who took off his wig and started, scruffed up his hair and said, do I look like a sincere person? And started his own church. No. Not the offspring of the manifest destiny cowards who never shook their colonialist bitch. No. Not the offspring of the oppressor who never gave the oppressed a fair shake. No way, no how. No. Think about it. My goodness, I have to even say this to you yuppie American Apollo worshipping dogs. Why should he give the bread of the children, the spirit for the children of the oppressed and the righteous and the noble martial art lines to the dogs that burned their churches so they had nowhere to go? So if I was someone like me who's ever to come to America, he'd have no decent church to go to because they were burned by white supremacy, with whole towns being complicit. Not everyone in those towns who was complicit was in the Klan. They were in other secret societies. They had aprons. They were presidents, Masonic type of bitches. Not just clan type of bitches. They were in white social clubs, golf clubs, tennis clubs, whatever they had around there. They were in all those types of clubs. They evolved into these clubs we have now. Not the continuity of this disgrace. God wouldn't do that. That's the devil. All right. And he will give you another Adam. But it doesn't say that he'll send somebody else. Oh, it doesn't say that. Oh, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say the Spirit of Jesus is going to be in somebody else. It doesn't say that. Right? Are you sure about that? Are you fucking sure? Okay, let's go to the next scripture. To help you and be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. The world cannot accept him because it neither sees him nor knows him. But you know him, for he lives with you and will be in you. I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. He said, I will come to you. How? Through the spirit of somebody else, through the flesh of somebody else. He's not going to come on a cloud. He's going to come in the flesh of somebody else from a worthy bloodline. Not some pussy sitting there sucking a controlled opposition dick, but in the spirit of the truth. He said, to help you and be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. The world cannot accept him because it neither sees him or knows him. It doesn't sense him. They haven't honed their senses because they've accepted a culture that is allowed by the God of this world. How could it be any more obvious that I am the Christ? I am anointed. I am in the Spirit of God. Even though they are sabotaging me with their fucking pharmaceutical pharmakeia, Western colonialist, sorcery, pagan bitch. Those Christmas celebrating pussies. Those Lupercalia Valentine's Day confuse you about what love really is type of eros as a deity of the devil type of bitch. Those butt-plugging, Crowley-like cowards trying to tell you what love is. Straightforward. Straightforward. I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. Before long, the world will not see me anyway, but you will see me. Because I live, you also will live. Right? Those who have accepted, those who are of this world can't see. You know, but I'm from this club. I'm a rock and roll fan. You know, I'm in this club. I'm in this group. We're accepted. We meet every day over there in the community center. But we're not of this world, I swear. The government has allowed us to have a church while they're waging a war on terror, on religion, and we're not of this world. It's the most powerful government in the world, and we're not of this world. God made an exception for America because he's proud of them for having slaves and raping them, and he's proud of them for killing 100 million Native Americans. You know, he made an exception. He made an exception for their technological bitch, for their pedophilia, for their pederastry, for their butt-plug-in church bitch. He made an exception. That's stupid. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. God is not going to come through you, Mr. Colonialist liar. He can only come through me. Why would the one true God snake me for your benefit? For whose benefit? Those with ill-gotten gains? Those who never allowed the people they oppressed to get on their feet? Those who associate with them and are in the continuity of their colonialist bitch, those Republicans, those Democrats, those libertarians, those rapist cowboys, those technological terrorists. No way, no how. No. You obey them, you obey the devil. How could it be any other way? On that day, you will realize that I am in the Father, and you are in me, and I am in you. Whoever has my commands and keeps them is the one who loves me. The one who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I too will love them and show myself to them. Those people who don't obey, do they see me for who I am? Or are they blinded by their bitch? I'm not going to obey because I'm proud. I'm proud of my colonialist bitch. They're crazy. You're crazy. You're too proud